All right, hello everybody. Hello.
Uh,
And there we go. There's the image. The image is up. They can see us. We
I guess yes.
exist. We exist.
And I can hear myself on the stream.
Oh no, that's terrible. I
I,
hate
I,
hearing
I,
myself.
my voice sucks. I hate
Yeah.
it
I,
so
I get
much.
again, it's because you're hearing what everybody else hears and not what you hear.
I know it's the stupid vibration difference
You
bullshit.
hear your voice in your own skull, inside your head and outside your head.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Oh no, I had to restart OBS today and check that as soon as I restarted OBS, I was like, all right, let me check this stuff. Because as soon as it does this, nonsense about, hey, we're going to restart, you can't go live because some NVIDIA codec bullshit, and I have to restart OBS. So restart OBS, and it immediately defaults to whatever the audio setup was for the last stream. Everything else is good, but that. So I fixed that, and we're good. All right,
Yes.
hello everybody. Welcome to Anime Church. We fuck up. That's why we're 20 minutes late. We fuck up. I mean, I was actually slow to get some stuff done, but yeah, I don't care. Stuff got done. There was way too much news that had to be added to. It's not just getting dressed, it's also having to update the video to all the description, change the entire description, change everything because there was a Miki stream yesterday. So that means I have to do double the amount of work instead of what normally happens when there's not a Miki stream, which is just, oh, I just change all the links in the description for the sources. It's so much easier that way. Yeah.
Plus,
it
we
just
plus had to go through group all the different types of news into similar categories and
I did make sure to grab all the news yesterday so I'd be more prepared, but then like no. It did not work. All right. Guys, I am Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology. I'm here with
I'm Fenrir Sauron, your patron saint of snackos and alcohol now.
we are joined by said good alcohol. There's a lot of news, guys. I mean, a lot of news. If last week's
Oh yeah.
episode was short, don't worry. We got you this week. But first off, guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome to Anime Church. Cosplay is welcome, encouraged, and supported. You are safe to cosplay at this church. We don't judge you based on your clothing, unless you ask us to. Yeah.
Or if we have a competition.
I don't do competitions. No. They're toxic.
Fair enough.
And competition breeds the worst in humanity. Well, yes. No, I'm just going to stick with that. That's a pretty fair assessment.
That is a pretty fair
It
assessment,
brings
yeah.
competition brings out some of the worst in human beings. So
And let's face it, we're already a shit species.
true. So anyway, lastly, we're gonna quickly review two shows for those of you who are new. We're going to talk about slime. I know. Imagine that. The guys that the channel that brings you Slime Abridged is going to talk about the actual anime. How about that? Damn it. It's not
Welcome,
doing the
Traveler's
thing.
Chosen.
Well, hey, hi. We're going to
It's
talk
probably
about...
not a crystal glass, that's why.
It's not, and that sucks, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Oh, I need to edit this because it says, like, the tags in it, and we're not talking about Transformers 1 anymore. Okay, Destiny 2. Okay, there we go. We can talk about Destiny 2. Yeah. We're not talking about free run, so we can change that. And just, also, we're going to catch up with each other. By the way, dude, yesterday, or rather last night, I watched a 40-minute amazing thing. I watched a 40-minute amazing video. Actually, it's about 50 minutes. If you're unfamiliar with the group, God, why did I suddenly blank on their name? Offline TV.
Never heard of it.
Oh, you should definitely check them out. So they decided they were going to play hide and seek with each other in a big ass like 3-story haunted mansion.
Oh, dude, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, a haunted mansion. And here's the thing. The two seekers and whoever...
Oh, these people.
Yeah, the two
The ones that
seekers...
did the camping challenge.
Yes!
Yes!
All right, so the two seekers and whoever was left, whoever managed to unlock their lock and be at the table at the end, got to leave, and everybody else had to sleep the night at the haunted house. Yeah. It was great, and I'm loving it, dude.
I would have volunteered to purposely lose just so I could stay the night. Free lodging.
It was so funny. I loved it. All right, so we got Destiny 2. What is the other big news? Oh, Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool.
Deadpool 3. I'm just going to call it Deadpool 3 in the hashtag because that's where the hashtag is. We got anime, Deadpool 2, and Deadpool 3 and Destiny 2. There we go. And Transformers will always be one of your favorites. All right, so for those unfamiliar, we're going to talk about those two shows. We will have a spoiler warning up if you have not watched those shows. This is for anime only. We're only going to talk about the anime. We're not going to talk further than where the anime is. We are going to rate the criticism that is currently going on in Slime. If you don't know, Slime, 4 episodes in, it's been a bunch of, like, catching up, world building, and meetings. And people are like, oh, it's slow. It's not having action. I'm like, okay.
Did you get the spoiler warning tag put up?
No, I'm not talking about the actual episode. I'm talking about people's criticisms.
Ah.
People griping about the show is not a spoiler.
That is fair.
You know, they're like, oh, where's all the action? I'm like, bro, Slime isn't an action piece. It's a world building series that occasionally has action. That's what it is.
Where the action is in Mushoku Tensei.
Mm-hmm. Though I will say I'm really digging Mushoku Tensei more, but we'll get into that.
Yes.
That being the case, after we do that, we have a range of topics that we're going to cover. And if you look in the description, we have linked all of our sources there so that you're not just hearing a couple of people just talking willy-nilly on the internet. We're like, hey guys, you can check our shit in case we get stuff wrong, because we're human. We do that. We're not claiming to be experts. We're just bringing the news to you. Maybe you knew about this, but these are topics that we wanted to cover. If there's a topic you'd like us to talk about, you can post it throughout the week. We have a place, I believe, that you can post that stuff. We have an area. I don't know if it's on the Fat Dog Discord. I know there's one on mine. Is there one on the Fat Dog Discord?
I am checking that now.
Okay. But if there is news stuff that you want to let us know about, yeah, post it there and tag me. Let me know that there is news stuff you want us to talk about.
I do not see anything about news in the Fat Dog Discord.
It's probably just going to be an anime on TV.
Probably.
Yep. Kaiju number 8 so far has been great. So far based on animation and comedy. See, here's the thing. I don't know anything about the manga. So episode 3 was my least favorite.
But this is weird.
I did not enjoy episode 3. I was like, get to it already. It's like the whole episode was just a giant tease. And I'm like, I don't care about the other people. I care about the main character. He needs to do something.
I am in such a weird position right now.
Uh-huh.
Because normally I don't know what's going to happen in the future and you do, but it's the other way around.
Yeah.
I'm caught up on the manga.
And I'm like, nah, bro. Fuck this guy. He's your friend and everything, but fuck that guy. Use your power. Fuck that. Like, I'm not trying to be that guy, but like the only comparison I have in my mind is like Deku going to the Hero Academy training stuff in the beginning, and like he's failing really, really hard, and then he's gonna do that one. He's gonna have that one moment where he like punches that big ass robot and just sends it flying. You know, it's gonna I'm waiting for that kind of a moment in this test.
Oh,
yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
You're gonna like next episode.
All right, good. So, that having been said, Spoiler warning is going up because we're going to talk about the newest episode of Slime, and then we're going to talk about the newest episode of Mushoku Tensei. Now, Mushoku Tensei came out like a little over 2 hours ago, so it's still fresher in our heads. But Slime didn't do a bad job, and I always love world building in Slime. Always love the world building. All right, so taking that, moving that up. Good Lord, do your job, you. All right, and spoiler tag is up, so if you want to mute us and come back when the tag is down, absolutely understood.
I will also post in the chat that we're done.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk Slime. This week, it started off kind of interesting because we started talking about like, hey, there's this problem. How do we solve it? And then, hey, we kind of may have already done that. And then we actually got to see the little magical discs that create the little anti-magic barrier. And I loved seeing all the people that don't know what's coming. I love seeing their theories about this. They're like, oh, well, they could... Then when people start trying to come at them and throw hands at them, they can't use magic, so they're weaker now. And I'm like, nope, that's not what's going to happen because you still got the whole rest of the forest. It only works for this path. And if there's no magicules there, then monsters don't want to come near it. So, and it makes it where weaker monsters spawn more and not stronger monsters and stuff like that. And trying to explain like the magicule density of Tempest because you've got all these highly evolved monsters there just leaking out all of this.
I mean, hell, you got Veldora.
Oh, no, it's not just... No. We had Veldora before, right?
Yes.
In the pre-Rimuru times, we had Veldora before. And
but he was also locked away in the cave.
Yes, but still, his magicules got there. And the reason... And Rimuru didn't realize this at the time, but everything in that cave was insanely powerful. Because, like, most of the stuff that's in there was B to A rank threats. And Rimuru didn't know that because no frame of reference. No frame of reference. But the entire time, to explain the magicules thing for people that were confused, Veldora in the cave was just letting his magicules out. He was just leaking them out through the barrier and everything. And the magicule density was so powerful that it was creating stuff like Pokte herbs and all these really powerful monsters respawning and Magisteel was being created. So that cave was like a treasure trove of like super rare shit. Okay? When we say the dungeon is important, there's a big reason for that. And magicules is a large portion of that. We can't talk about the dungeon any more than, like, just mentioning the dungeon is already a spoiler. But, like, the cave. Well, when Rimuru comes out and he starts naming all the strays, suddenly everything in the forest takes a huge level increase, right? And now everybody's throwing around magicules like crazy. So now the monster spawns aren't the regular monster spawns you're used to. They're more powerful, which means now they're leaking more magicules, and this is just a perpetual motion cycle of magicule generation. The problem is, the stronger the density of magicules, the more harmful it is for humans. And if they want to do trade with people, they have to do something to kind of fix that. And that's kind of what they're doing. They're creating essentially a safe space or a safe area, and that's going to be Rimuru City in Tempest, and the roadways, the paths that they're building to it. So that's essentially what they were doing. But they also created kind of like these magic discs. I love that somebody called it an arc reactor, and I'm like, yeah, it kind of looks like one.
Basically.
Yeah. But basically, I love that Rimuru kind of described vinyl records to them, and they took that concept and made magic discs. That's so, like, it's so cool.
Watching the scientists try to lift it, which is like, dude, you're not going to be able to do that.
This is another episode where people, like, would think that somebody who has read ahead and knows what's coming is like, hurry, get to the good shit. No, this is the good shit, because we've read about this. We know how important it is to, like, future events and things like that. We know how important it is to the current future events that are going to happen, like, episodes from now. and like how this is going to affect future seasons, like this technology. Like also we understand like the technology that is being built in like the technological era that it's being built in. This is like world altering shit. Case in point, let me take you back to like say the days of the phonograph and show somebody a smartphone. That's essentially kind of the same thing that just happened here. Like, they just create... And Rebru's whole thing about a perpetual motion machine is not wrong. The magical density in Tempest is so dense from what everybody's leaking out that it will consistently power this. Now, I know in the... I can't remember precisely in the books, but in the anime it showed them pretty close together. But I think in the books they were much further apart. Like they didn't have to be that close to each other.
So in the anime, it made it seem like they're close together, but that was a scale of reference, not the actual.
That wasn't the actual thing. They were just showing stuff. So yes, it's gonna be crazy. And this is the stuff you're seeing, like the beginnings of this, but later on in this core. In this particular core, you're going to get to see a few months down the road when they've implemented this technology, how much it's changed everything. Like, just the simple fact of, like, this road that they built and how, like, crazy it is for this world having this level of security and safety on this path to Tempest is just mind-blowing for the residents of this world. It's so cool. Also, to quickly, this isn't spoiler, I'm just showing that it's out and you can get it and it's good. I've started reading it. Finally, right? There's a slime book that I don't know everything about.
For now.
Yeah. Well, I've only started reading it and I'll have to read it a few more times. Volume 18 is now out. This actually covers the aftermath of Volume 16. So, there we are. And funny enough, it starts with another Walpurgis. Yeah, it's great. It's great. Only this time... I
wonder who Rimru's going to eat this time.
Only this time, Rimru's, like, way more powerful. But, yeah. All right, so, interesting enough, a lot of stuff gets revealed. It's pretty cool. Highly recommend.
Lots of exposition in a... nice, not crammed down your throat type of way. It's well paced.
Also,
and it actually takes its time to sink in versus the hey, here's 30 seconds of exposition for like 4 episodes. And
and I know everybody's like mad about how many episodes of exposition we've been getting, but guys, there's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening this season. Like a lot of stuff happening this season.
If you pay attention to the 4 episodes, you'll realize, holy fuck, this is setting everything up for, like, the next 5 seasons.
Here, in a way, here's the thing. They're setting up for, number one, they're setting up for what's immediately coming with Volume 7. They're also setting up Volumes 8 and 9 with what they have officially announced. What they've kind of announced, the party/festival thing, their big gathering. That is coming up, and that's future stuff. So that's important. Then we're talking about Falmouth or Hinata and the Lubelius faction and the church and all that. That's Volume 7 stuff. So that's this core. That's immediate. I think the Volume 8, Volume 9, like Founders Festival stuff, that's next core, but setting that up is good. Also, we're starting to plant like little seedlings about Volume 10. When I say they're setting stuff up, they are legit setting stuff up. And the reason I'm so happy about this is they're not skipping a huge amount of content from the light novels. They're kind of sticking pretty damn close to light novels. So anybody who read the light novels is like, yeah, we knew this was coming, and we're glad to see it animated because there's some stuff we were curious about. And everybody who's anime onlys are the complainers. Anime onlys are the ones complaining. This is my
I'm
one
going to say
time.
This now. I have not read a single slime light novel aside from 16.
Oh,
so at this point, I'm an anime only as well. So I have no idea what's happening.
All right. I'm gonna have to stop you right there. May I highly recommend Volume 7? I cannot recommend that enough. Volume 7 is what is currently in the anime. Trust me, you want to read it. Even though I know it's going to spoil the rest of the season for you, don't worry about it. Read it. Trust me on this. It's all it's going to do is make you love the anime more. It's going to make you love the anime more. And guys, if you think the political intrigue is going away as soon as the Hinata stuff is over,
I'm waiting for Bookwalker to have another slime bundle sale.
I can't help you.
From Bookwalker, leave a review saying we sent you.
Same thing if you order from Kindle or Amazon, please leave a review and let them know we sent you. It'll help us get sponsorships. All right. Yeah, so we move on from that. Let's talk about Mushoku Tensei. I was very much looking forward to this. I knew what was coming up. It's still, here's the thing. This is the thing about slime and Mushoku Tensei that sets it apart from other isekai. Other isekai, like, their whole thing is they jump into the leveling system, the fighting, the action, all that stuff. They're like, we gotta keep you here. We gotta keep you here. Mushoku Tensei and slime, they're like, no. We're gonna slow down. We're gonna build up our worlds. We're gonna take our time, and we're gonna do some slice of life shit in our isekai. And no episode is more slice of life than this episode. This is some real world shit. Shows up. We got Reacher there. We got one sister that loves him. One sister that's like, I don't like him. And like the whole dynamic there is so different. This wasn't exactly a Sylphie heavy episode, but that's okay. They don't all have to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Best way I can articulate the difference between slime and Mushoku Tensei.
Slime
is about. Oh, aside from that, slime is world building. You're watching the world grow. Mushoku Tensei, you're watching the life of the main character.
I would say slime tends to be a little heavier on world building, whereas Mushoku Tensei tends to be heavier on character building. That's not to say that Mushoku Tensei doesn't do a good job of world building. It does. Especially in season 1 when they didn't use openings and they just like legit just flexed the world
can't
on
more
everybody.
Anime do that?
Well, Mushoku Tensei needs to go back to doing that, considering that their OP is literally a giant spoiler. All right. That being said, man, oh man.
This episode.
The episode was so good. I can't wait. Like, this is like volume. Hold up. I can't tell if this is 10. No, this is not 10. This is 11. No. This is volume 11 because the cover of volume 11 is the girls. So we've got Norn on the side, Aisha on the side, and Rudy here. Also, Rudy looks a lot older in the book covers than he does in the anime. Now, volume 12 will be the end of season 2. And that's where things are going to start. Like, you will know very soon when you were in volume 2. Or when you're in volume 12, you'll know it. What are we, 4 episodes in and we're in volume 11 still? We've still got time with Aisha and Norn and some more stuff, so we've still got like an episode or 2 in volume 11, but after that it's all 12, baby. And 12 is that book. 12 is that book, my guy. Oh boy.
This episode was a fucking roller coaster.
I loved Reacher just being back. I loved seeing him back, and all right. So I also like seeing the people who are like still on the Eris Rudy bandwagon, and the Eris haters. And then Reacher comes in and goes, "Actually, Rudy, you may have misinterpreted everything." And it's like, well, I still spent those 3 years in hell, and I'm like, yeah, because you're stupid. It's your fault you misinterpreted everything. I can't say why I'm an Eris defender, because if I start defending Eris, I can't do it without spoiler. Like, I hope they do, at least in the anime, what they did in the book, and by the end of this, they show you what Eris has been up to this whole time.
And the fact that Richard also brought up the fact that Eris was never good at articulating her feelings
She's
or words.
never been really good at her words.
No.
She's an absolute idiot. Also, dude, do you really think that she would care so little about you that she would give her body to you and then run away and be like, you're not good enough? Are you fucking kidding me? Do you really think Eris is that low of a person? If any of you do, you clearly weren't watching the first season of Mushoku Tensei closely enough. That girl loves Rudius. And that's all I'm going to say. Anyway, thoughts on this episode?
I like how Linny and Pristina almost made Rudy take the fall.
Oh yeah, I also love it when they start trying to badmouth Norn, and he's just like, "That's my little sister." Having a little fight at her is all good. He's like, "If you do anything to her behind my back," and like the looks of pure terror on their faces, it's like, holy fucking shit! Like that girl, if it is set for life. If anybody tries to bully her, oh boy, there's a whole task force that will come down on them.
And then you see the end, and it's just like, oh
yeah,
depressing. This is gonna fucking hurt next episode.
Oh yeah, come on. She's related to Rudy. You think she's not gonna be insecure and have giant anxieties? Come on. You're gonna learn quite a bit about the past. I mean, Aisha looks really happy and everything, but also you get a glimpse as to how insecure she's been feeling, as the concubine's child or whatever. And I'm like, that's just so stupid. But yeah, I mean, that's not her fault. That's Paul's fault. But, it is what it is. Pork and beans. I'm sorry, my Discord's being screwy on my end, so I had fun with that.
Good old Discord.
Good old Discord.
As usual.
Yep. Any last minute thoughts?
I am scared for next episode. I don't want any more feels, man.
All right. Scale of 1 to 10 for Slime's new episode.
Solid 7.
Okay. Yeah, I can agree with that. Probably a solid 7. Mushoku Tensei, scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, an 8.5.
Yeah. I'm kind of in the same vein. But I also know the crazy shit that's coming. So I know where the 10s are. And I'm like, but this was still really good. So, alrighty. That's it for the spoiler stuff. Okay, guys, we are back. We're no longer talking spoilers. Spoilers are over. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Fenris.
In case the head is muted.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I took the spoiler alert thing away as well.
I mean, it could be that, that they weren't paying attention to that.
Well, if they're not paying attention to that, they're not looking at Chad.
Okay, listen, just because you're right doesn't mean you're correct.
Guys, we need 9 more views on episode 9 of Slime to hit 10K. If you would do us a favor and bump that bitch up, that'd be great.
I didn't realize we're already that high. Jeez.
Yeah, 9,991 views.
That is remarkable.
That is remarkable. Like, the funny thing is that we've gotten like 300 views and no comments. We have 133 comments, and a lot of that is us talking back and forth. But I think people went down and checked the comments to see like what we were saying, and then saw that we responded, and were like, "Oh, okay, cool, yeah." Anyway, Freako. Let's talk about Bruno. No, wait, let's not. We don't talk about Bruno. No. All right, let's get the Deadpool out of the way. God damn, what a trailer. God damn, what a trailer. It starts off all dark, and then he just slides in, "Hi, Peanut." I'm like, immediately, I'm there for it. I also love
humor was real.
I love that it's a Red Band trailer, and that Hugh Jackman finally gets to drop the F-bomb.
Yep.
As Wolverine. That's beautiful.
The fact that Deadpool pulls his fucking gun on Wolverine, Wolverine just smiles and puts his head on it.
Oh no! Oh no! No! You don't know? Deadpool has adamantium bullets.
Did not know he had adamantine bullets.
Yeah, same with the swords. The TVA gave him adamantium swords and bullets.
Oh, is this some Loki thing that explains it?
This is before Loki, or at least season 2.
Okay, I haven't watched Loki, so I don't know that.
You need to watch Loki. It's really, really good. It's damn good.
Cooler versus Mewtwo.
It's literally some of the best stuff that Tom Hiddleston has gotten to do as that character. Like, Loki's really good.
But what popcorn bucket are you talking about, Oathkeeper? Do they have a special popcorn bucket for this?
Yes, they do.
Oh, I gotta see this.
They haven't released it yet, but they've already started talking about the special popcorn bucket they're gonna put out for Deadpool versus Wolverine. Yep. And it's because of the special popcorn bucket sandworm thing that they did for Dune.
If it's what I'm seeing right now, my God, I want it.
Is it Deadpool's butt?
No, it's Deadpool's mask with the mouth is the sandworm mouth.
I don't think it's that, but that's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. Yeah,
it would be. Oh. All
right, so I again, the 20th Century Fox logo in the background being crushed and everything. By the way, they full on showed Eliath. So this is also Loki stuff. Please watch Loki if you have not seen this, because this is literally where the TVA sends everybody. We find out some more about this particular Wolverine. It seems like he is on his mutant kind has been killed, and it's his fault, apparently. I don't know which version of Logan this is, but this seems like it's on its way to the Logan version, like the Logan movie version of Wolverine, a Logan movie version of Wolverine, and they're just like, no, we're stopping this before it happens. So, but also we're supposed to get a grown up.
You mean like how Deadpool stopped Green Lantern before it happened?
We've also got a villain. So a lot of people were familiar with, but a lot of weren't. That is Charles Xavier's twin sister. Yeah. She's the evil twin, if you can't tell. And
it'd be perfect to marry Magneto.
Way too evil. Way too evil. Also, she didn't grow up with Charles. Charles realized how evil she was and killed her in the womb.
Huh.
And then with her powers, she somehow managed to make herself reform outside later. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Just look it up at your leisure. It's some weird shit. But Deadpool may just be the Marvel Jesus we've all been waiting for. This looked like a lot of fun. I'm gonna have to go say we're not here to break down the trailer. We're just here to give our thoughts on it, bro. This looked like a lot of fun. I can't wait to see it. Also, to everybody who's like, "Oh, the MCU's been falling off since Endgame." No, they haven't. No, they haven't. One of the best fight scenes that they ever had was Shang-Chi. Like, oh my God, Shang-Chi was such a fun movie. And it had some great freaking... it will lead into a story we're doing later, but it had some great, like, stunt work in it. And phenomenal fight choreography. Like, dude, I'm sitting here watching people react to this, and they're like, what are people saying about the MCU falling off? This is fucking phenomenal. I'm like, right? It was so good. Only in Shang-Chi will you get Wong going to a karaoke bar with two people, getting drunk and singing Hotel California as the end credits. Come on!
That sounds amazing.
It is! It's so good. I'll have to show you Shang-Chi. It's so good.
Also, welcome, Rick.
And Shang-Chi also ties into in a way it ties into Iron Man 3.
I hear Wong just ties into damn near everything Marvel now.
Wong does, but Shang-Chi, like that movie ties into Iron Man 3 because it deals with the 10 rings. And it's really, really good. Like it has such a good story for the quote unquote villain character and everything. It's got a really good story. It's got really good characters. Like also anybody that says that Phase 4 was when Marvel fell off, like clearly they haven't seen Spider-Man No Way Home. Like shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. But is Deadpool the thing that they need right now? Yes. Because it helps us get out of the Bob Chapek era and back to the Bob Iger era, which is when Marvel was killing it. And for everybody that's like, oh, Disney going woke, they're ruining everything. Here's part of what happened. They took the power away from Feige. And Bob Chapek gave it to one of his banker buddies. And so that's why you had a bunch of TV series that they were trying to push Disney Plus on everybody and making Marvel do all these other projects. And then now that Bob Iger's back in charge and they just finished off all their crap and gave power back to Feige, Feige can now be like, all right, let's get this back on track. Guys, when I say they pared down, Deadpool and Wolverine is the only Marvel movie this year. How rare is that? Like, we have not had that stuff happen in a long time.
Not
like, there are people alive today.
2014, I think.
There are people alive today that do not remember a time where Marvel did not have a film in the cinemas. There are people alive today that do not remember before 2008 when Iron Man came out. Like, those kind of movies, because it wasn't the Marvel era. Also, DC was still doing good in 2008 because The Dark Knight came out.
Long before Sad Fleck.
Yep. I think Pat Fleck got the raw deal. He did good. He did. All right. But yeah, dude, Deadpool and Wolverine looks like a fun time. And I've enjoyed all the Deadpool movies that I've watched. This looks like so much fun. I can't wait to see it. This is gonna be a good time.
Honestly, I wish they would have a Deadpool TV show because I would pay so much to watch that weekly.
I don't think Ryan would be down for that. That's too much work.
I don't think so either because it would be way too much work.
Yeah.
Yes, but
so yeah, that's where we're at.
My main question now is he wearing the same suit that he walked off the set of Deadpool 2 wearing?
Probably not.
Or are they giving him a completely other suit that he's probably just going to walk off the set wearing, taking home?
Are they going to stop him?
No.
The House of the Mouse. Good luck. All right. Who's your favorite Deadpool? Ryan Reynolds or Nolan North? These are the same picture. Okay. Deadpool. All right. Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool. There needs to be a Nolan North cameo at some point in one of these Deadpool movies. Damn it.
I mean, it'd be great if he voiced Dogpool.
By the way, that is Dogpool that's licking his face. Yeah.
I know.
I love that. Also, we could possibly be getting Ladypool.
Oh, that means that there's a chance of Zombie Pool.
Good times. All right. So those are our thoughts about the Deadpool Wolverine trailer. Let us know yours in the chat and in the comments below. Alrighty. Speaking of, we were talking about stunts and things. That will lead us into our next thing. Oscars are allowing films to compete in both international and animated feature categories. So they're adding new categories. I was watching, guys, if you don't know, there's a movie coming up pretty soon that deals with stunts and stunt people called Fall Guys. Called The Fall Guy. And literally, they were talking about, they brought up a question, should stunts be a category in the Oscars? And the more they talked about it, the more I was like, yeah, it absolutely should be. So,
stunt people work really fucking hard.
And they deserve fucking recognition for it.
Yeah.
All right. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences announced on Monday that the 97th Academy Awards for next year will allow films submitted for the International Feature Film category to also be submitted for the Animated Feature Film category, provided that the film meets the eligibility requirements for both categories. So anime movies can be in both international and animated now. They're not just stuck in animated. This gives animated features a lot, like good shows like something like A Silent Voice or Your Name, Suzume. It gives stuff like that more of a chance. The International Feature Films category's new eligibility period for the initial theatrical screenings is now November 1st, 2023 to September 30th, 2024. The awards are also adding the Dallas-Fort Worth area to the list of qualifying cities in the United States that a film must have at least a 1-week theatrical run in to qualify for awards consideration. In addition to Los Angeles County, the city of New York, the Bay Area, Chicago, Miami, and Atlanta. The awards are expanding the theatrical eligibility requirements for the Best Picture category. They now require an expanded 7-day theatrical run in 10 of the top 50 U.S. markets, no later than 45 days after the film's initial release, with non-U.S. territories counting for 2 of the 10 aforementioned markets, provided those non-U.S. markets include the top 15 international theatrical markets plus the home territory for the film. Films with an initial theatrical run late in the year, with a later expanded 7-day theatrical run, as described above, after January 10th, 2025. After the awards nominal initial screening eligibility period of January 1st to December 31st, 2024, must also submit release plans to the Academy for verification, with the run complete no later than January 24, 2025. The rule changes are part of a larger slew of changes to the 97th Academy Awards, which affect multiple categories of the awards. Here's the TLDR, guys. Anime can now be considered in both categories, but they have to be shown in select city, and they have to be shown in at least all of these cities, and they have to do like a certain level of the recognition in their box office release. That's essentially what I'm getting from this.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
It's about time things like that change.
Based on that, Jesus Christ, the My Hero Academia movie could count for that.
It could, and it would probably be well up there.
I still say that, and I hope that this is I hope that they are adding a stunt category to the Oscars. They really need to. But it's good to see that this change is coming, because this is something that I'm tired of seeing crappy Disney movies, like half-assed Disney movies, beat truly good animated cinema. Yes. There is no way Boss Baby should have beat A Silent Voice. Are you fucking kidding me? No. So stupid. All right, on to our next topic. The live-action One Piece series adds Joe Trex as showrunner for Season 2. Oh, and the new season is expected to air in 2025. Holy cow, that's pretty soon. Yeah, the staff for the Hollywood live-action series of One Piece announced on Tuesday that the second season's Netflix show will add Joe Trex from Percy Jackson and the Olympians as a writer, executive producer, and showrunner. He joins the first season's writer, executive producer, and co-showrunner Matt Owens. Season 1 co-showrunner Steven Maeda will serve as executive producer. Deadline reports that filming will begin in June with an expected 2025 release date. The live-action series debuted... Okay, so this is just backstory on that. Okay, so first off, this is good because nobody's losing their job or their position. They're just adding someone else to the group to enhance this particular project. But I'm not surprised by that, considering how much content they have to, like, work on for Season 2. There's a lot of content there. And a lot of stuff that initially we're like, maybe we can skip this. You can't skip it. You can't skip it. You have to start in Logtown. You have to do Reverse Mountain. You need Laboon and Whiskey Peak. Then we have Little Garden. Little Garden takes us to Drum Island. Drum Island to Alabasta. That is your first. That is the entire Alabasta arc, aka Season 2. With the exception of the fact that technically Logtown is part of Season 1. Everything from Reverse Mountain to Alabasta is technically considered Season 2. I guess. But that's a lot of content. And to be fair, there's a lot of stuff that you could pare down. There is. There's a lot of stuff you could pare down. But if Oda is as involved in this as he was previously, I'm on board. Because they did a fantastic job with the previous one. You can't skip One Piece content. Oh, no, you can. Oathkeeper, you absolutely can. You can shorten One Piece content, and there's an entire filler arc here that I just neglected to mention because it's not necessary or relevant. Like, yeah. If you guys forgot, there is One Piece filler. And it's bad. Like, yeah. G8 is the only filler we recognize, and it's really funny because they're like, we talked about this yesterday on the Miki stream. They're like, I wish we could trade Foxy for G8, and I'm like, no. Foxy's still good. It has good moments. And just because you personally don't like it, G8 is filler, Long Long Island is not. And you're just going to have to deal with it. Long Long Island is not filler. And you know what? It's just good Straw Hat fun. And everybody complains about Foxy and his pirate crew. Guess what, guys? One Piece wasn't made for adults. It was made for kids. And that's what that particular arc is geared toward.
And those kids of us who are still children at heart.
Yeah. And if you're over analyzing and you've lost your childish nature. That's all I'm saying. But I'm glad to see, hey, 10,000.
Nice.
All right. So it happened live while we were streaming. 10,000 views on Slime 9. I'm so happy for that. Thank you guys so much for helping us get there. It hasn't even been a week yet, and we're at 10K. I appreciate it. We're moving on Monday. Oh, where are you moving on Monday? GG's grants. Thank you. Yeah, 10K. 10K is nice. Also, if you have not checked it out yet, I subtitled episode 9. So if you put on the closed captions, there's actual appropriate subtitles on there, not the randomly generated YouTube nonsense that they have. So it's actual subtitles. Yeah. And I added some extra bits to it. So if you'd like to know the words that are being sung at the song, it's powers over 10K, 10,000. All right. Calm down there. I'm down there, Hooch. All right. So now it's time to get it over 20,000 or 25. That's the next goal. You're moving to a house. Nice. Good stuff, man. Get your own place. People underestimate how important that stuff is. All right. 10K, there's no way that could be right. God dang it. All right. On to the next one. What is that one? Oh, boy. Oh. Yeah, you go ahead with this one.
Viz Media's VP of Publishing Sales, Kevin Hamrick, leaves company after Viz eliminates position. ICV2 reported on Tuesday that Viz Media's Vice President of Publishing Sales, Kevin Hamrick, has left the company after Viz eliminated the position. His last day at Viz Media was on Friday. Hamrick joined Viz Media as the Director of Sales and Marketing in 2011. He was later promoted to Senior Director of Sales and Marketing in 2013, and then to Vice President position in 2020. Before joining Viz Media, he held Vice President roles at the News Group and Quarto Publishing Group. Hamrick has given many interviews with ICV2 over the years about the state of the manga industry in the US and about Viz Media's business. The Beat Comic blog also stated regarding Hamrick, anytime you needed information on the manga market in the US and Viz's place in it, Hamrick was the go-to guy. So, sad he's losing his job because I've heard fantastic things about the person.
Oh
Wish I
man,
could meet him in person because, well,
he
I just
sounds
love to sit, I would just love to sit down and just talk manga with him.
he sounds passionate about his job, and I'm here
Oh
for
yeah.
it, man. Mm.
It's sad that his position was cut, but it's
You
unfortunate the
recog-
way of the world.
you recognize the necessity of it. All right, on to the next one. Yeah, you
I'm
got
gonna
these
try to
next
find
two.
him. I think I'm gonna try and find him on LinkedIn and connect with him.
Hey, man. Yeah, let's
The
absolutely do
next,
that. I'd love to have him on for an interview. Oh,
I
can't
think
do that. Y'all don't get free feet.
the next one is, didn't you post the One Piece Cafe?
Yeah, but so what?
Oh, okay, that's right. Destiny 2's after that. Okay, yes. America gets first official One Piece Cafe.
Actually, it's the Dark Horse thing that's after that.
Oh,
Mecha versus
after.
Kaiju.
I'm
Yeah.
saying after the
Oh,
Dark
yeah,
Horse.
yeah, yeah.
Inspired by the popular anime series, America's first official One Piece Cafe sets sail this spring, combining food and fandom in Las Vegas,
God damn it.
Nevada. You okay?
No. I just spilled wine on my carpet.
Oh, damn it. Salt. America's first official One Piece Cafe is about to launch its grand opening in Las Vegas, Nevada, where it has already had a soft launch and will likely appeal to fans from all over the Seven Seas. Via Andy Collects on Twitter, the official One Piece Cafe had its soft launch yesterday on April 25th in Las Vegas, ahead of its grand opening on May 11th, 2024. The cafe will be open from Monday to Sunday, 11 to 11, with a menu inspired by food from the anime series, such as Zoro's Onigiri, Sanji's seafood fried rice, the all-blue mocktail, and the Mighty Meats pirate platter. Readers can check out images from the One Piece Cafe below. Looking at the cafe, the teaser images they have, holy crap, looks amazing. In addition to food and drink, the One Piece Cafe comes with collectibles such as Luffy plushies, Zoro keyrings, One Piece lanyards, and a mug and coaster set inspired by the Wanted posters from the series. The cafe follows past similar initiatives like Cafe Mugiwara in Japan, bringing the excitement of One Piece to an indoor setting. Cafe Mugiwara was part of the One Piece indoor theme park, Tokyo One Piece Tower, which unfortunately shut down after COVID-19. The One Piece Cafe joined several exciting other projects taking place this year. Toei Animation Europe announced that multiple giant inflatable Luffy balloons will take off simultaneously this May, releasing 15 new One Piece visuals to celebrate. Meanwhile, the One Piece anniversary game, One Piece Odyssey, confirmed its Nintendo Switch release date earlier this month. And then background on One Piece. So yeah, that sounds exciting. I kind of really want to go to this, even though I know it's going to be super expensive. Actually, the prices aren't that bad. Uh, Looking at their menu, uh, Zoro's Onigiri is only $6.50. Bonbon's pepper and egg fried rice is $10. The Frankie burger is, I can't read that with the glare, but I think it's 18. The Mighty Meats, okay, I'm going to open this in a new tab and zoom in so I can actually read this. The Mighty Meats Pirate Platter, drawing inspiration from Luffy's meat-loving spirit and a favorite among the Straw Hat crew during festive occasions. This dish features our take on Luffy's iconic meat on the bone, bacon-wrapped chicken pop, beef skewer, and sausage for $20. They also have merch. T-shirt, crew neck, hoodie, hat, beanie, wallet, tote bag, a Luffy straw hat, car sticker, fit. Oh, they sell figures. Fuck.
Doesn't surprise me. It is a cafe.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck.
All right, on to the next story.
Yes. Let me get close out of that picture. But yes, for the wine on the carpet, salt. That will help
Already did it.
absorb it. Awesome. Dark Horse's Dawn Runner launches a new giant mech versus kaiju war. With the arrival of Dawn Runner from Dark Horse Comics, science fiction fans are in store for a brand new chapter in the never-ending struggle between giant invading alien kaiju and the
Oh,
towering.
hang on. I just saw a comment asking if they serve desserts in the shape of devil fruits, and I'm like, if they don't, I know a chef they can contact because Chef PK has actually made devil fruit cakes.
Let me pull their menu back up.
Oh, I was just using it to plug Chef PK, who's done voice lines for us in Slime. I will always support the people that support us. Like, if you have not heard of Chef PK, go check him out. He makes some amazing food, and he's a giant nerd, and he makes nerdy food, and you should definitely check it. You should definitely check out his channel. Let him know the Fat Dog sent you. I want
Uh,
cake, but it's
the closest thing they have is the Gum Gum Devil Fruit Mousse Bomb. A mousse bomb cake crafted with vanilla sponge cake and adorned with an array of fresh fruits, all encased within a decadent white chocolate shell, inspired by the devil fruit that granted Luffy his iconic powers. It's $25.
does not surprise me because if you actually check out how he made the devil fruit stuff, like the devil fruit desserts that he made, it was a difficult process, and you could tell it wasn't cheap. $25 sounds about right if they're doing it the way I think they are.
I mean, encasing it all in white chocolate, dude, that itself is hard.
Colored, well, what I mean, here's the thing. What Chef PK did was he turned right around and he colored the devil fruits. Like he like had it specific. Like, yeah, he made the gum fruit.
Does he have a video of him making this stuff? Because I would love
Mm-hmm.
to watch it.
Mm-hmm. I'll find it for you
But
on the search. Go for it.
thank you.
Read. Go ahead and read, and I'll do
Yep.
the searching.
Screen Rant is pleased to exclusively announce the new series led by the acclaimed Ram V and interior/cover artist Evan Cagle creates a new future for a battle-burdened alongside colorist Dave Stewart and letterer Aditya Bidikar. Alongside the first plot details, interested readers can also enjoy an early look at the variant covers of the 5-issue series, created by the notable artists including Matthias Bergara, Dyke Ron, and Tula Lotte. According to the first synopsis, Dawn Runner takes place in a far-flung future beginning after a century of warfare. A century ago, a portal opened over Central America and giant monsters known as the Tetsa came through, changing our world. Now the world puts all its efforts into making the Iron Kings, giant mechs that are forever battling the Tetsa for humanity's continued survival in a gladiatorial combat. Anita Marr is the greatest of the Iron King pilots, chosen to work with a new secret prototype named Dawnrunner, an Iron King that could change the tide in humanity's favor. The cover art released alongside the announcement offers the first looks at both the future battle-scarred Earth and its Iron Kings, as well as Anita Marr, the tale's protagonist. While readers must wait for future glimpses of the gladiatorial combat promised from the publisher, the talent assembled and on display should leave no doubt that this War of Titans will be done justice. Okay, that's just a bunch of background. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. It's probably another manga I'm going to pick up because holy fuck, I'm a huge fan of, well, mech and kaiju fights because, well, I'm a simple creature. Give me giant robots that punch giant creatures, and I'm already going to give it a 5 out of 5. Next one, Richie, that is all you because I don't know the first thing about Destiny. Don't tell me it changed my freaking audio again. Uh, I really hope everybody was able to hear me as I was talking.
Oh, I was on mute.
Oh,
I was
I saw the green thing go around your mic. I'm like, God damn it, Discord, don't fuck with me
I was
again.
wrong. I was wrong. It was 3 videos.
Oh,
Yeah, there's him making the first devil fruit, then him making devil fruits to take to a convention to give to One Piece fans, and then him making the actually disgusting devil fruits, how the devil fruits are actually supposed to taste. So there you go, there you go. Yes, but him making the devil fruits, like
I am
literally him.
so gonna be watching that tonight.
Yeah. Okay. So Michi Mochivi, the newest V2 V Shoujo member, almost her fan community almost named themselves Foreskins because she's kind of a stitched together zombie thing, and they were
Yep.
like Foreskins because you have 4 different skins, and I was like, I mean, Henya named her group Hentai, so the Henya Squad, Tai isn't squad, Henya Tai, Henya Squad. She said.
Yeah, yeah. And let's face it, most of the hentais are perverts.
Yeah, and literally, Michi rated Zed, and Zed was like, "So, did you guys, uh, did you guys end up naming yourselves Foreskins?" And they were like, "No, we're Scambers. We're Scambers." It was like, "But there's some people that won't let the foreskin thing go." And she's like, "Yeah, yeah, she's gonna fit in just fucking fine." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, exactly,
Oh yeah.
100%." All right, guys. Just when we thought Bungie was done cooking, they dropped another one on us, and this time it comes with story. Story, I know. What? So we got a trailer. Destiny 2: The Final Shape Journey into the Traveler trailer, and it's pretty trippy, pretty interesting, and voiced entirely by Cade Six. And it looks so good. We also got some more amazing news coming out of Destiny that I was waiting to just drop on the community. If you did not know, Datto is now in trouble. People are coming after Datto. In a joking way, not in a hate. Well, some of it might be hateful. But Datto was 100%. Okay, let me take you back. Take you back to Beyond Light. For those of you that don't play Destiny, there was a lot of weapons and gear in the game that they decided they weren't going to keep using the power creep on, and they were just going to get rid of, along with some of the planets and stuff that were going to go into the Destiny Content Vault, or the DCV. It was called Sunsetting. Destiny's post on Thursday, Bungie's post on Thursday, just unsunset everything, or as the community is now calling it, sunrise. Literally, when Beyond Light launches, everything we lost is coming back. Well, Datto made a bunch of videos called Cleaning Out Your Vault because people were holding on to and hoarding stuff for like sentimental value or other stuff, and he was like, no, you need to clean this, you need to get rid of this. And then that announcement came out, and everybody got pissed at Datto. Why'd you make me clean my vault? Why'd you make me clean my vault? He's like, dude, I've deleted god rolls. Do you understand how pissed I am? I had better shit than you. Because Datto, like, he hardcores Destiny, and I mean hardcore. He tries day one raids, all that stuff. It's crazy. Going back to the raids, they announced that the raid is coming out 3 days after the new expansion drops. The raid is dropping 3 days later. So the expansion comes out on a Tuesday, the raid drops on a Friday. You have 3 days to learn the entire new system with the new weapons, the new enemy archetypes, everything, and then the raid drops. And Bungie is teasing that this is going to be the most difficult raid that they've released. And I'm like, yes. Now, for the first 48 hours, it's going to be in contest mode, which means the difficulty is kind of ramped down a little bit. Or rather, it's not ramped down. The power scaling for your Guardians is power capped at a certain level. If you play the game on Legend mode, if you play the story campaign, on Legend Mode, which is the higher difficulty. Number one, you get 2 chests that drop instead of 1 after the end of each like important thing within a mission. And by the time you get to the end of it, you will have a full set of armor and a full set of weapons at 1965. Or at 1960, which is 5 levels below what you need for the raid. And you can infuse all this gear into the gear that you're currently using. So if you don't want the gear that drops, if you don't like the stats or whatever on it, that's okay. Use it as infusion materials and level your shit the fuck up. The new power caps that they dropped were insane. Like, there was so much information that Bungie dropped. Like, Bungie's cooking. And guys, please understand that things that we saw in like the previous couple of weeks in the Destiny community, we're kind of losing our shit because we're just now coming down from that high and realizing they couldn't have built this in 3 months. They've been working on this for probably a year, and they had this and they didn't show it initially because they were trying to keep quiet about it and surprises. And then when they realized sales figures were low, they were like, no, we got to tell them. So this is what they've always been working on. Prismatic, new enemy types. This stuff doesn't happen in just 3 months, but they needed the extra 3 months to fine tune a bunch of stuff and make sure that it didn't completely break the game when Prismatic came out. Also, they have announced that they have done some massive changes to the servers. So I'm gonna hold my breath. I'm not gonna hold my breath on this one, but they're saying that when launch day hits, server accessibility should not crash. People should be able to get in and play on day 1. Now, as for the reason that they explained why the raid is happening 3 days after the story launches, it's because the story isn't over just because you beat the main campaign. The raid is the next part of unlocking the final part of the story. So once you beat the raid, a new story mission pops up, and that's the final story for fighting the Witness in the final shape. That's so cool. I love how Bungie does these things. Like, as soon as the raid is finally beaten, it opens up a whole new script of post-game content. There's going to be brand new Nightfalls, whole bunch of other stuff. It's going to be the gameplay and everything. It looks insane. I hope the story is really, really, really good. I hope it is. Because if it is Witch Queen level, then we're already talking about a banger. If it goes above Witch Queen, Bungie's a save Destiny. You know, and 2 weeks after launch is when the new episode starts. So like the post end game content of like the aftermath, or as we call it here, the slime stories, because that's literally what's happening. It's like, oh, we overthrew Falmouth and we put ourselves on the Demon Lord Council. What do you mean there's no consequences for that? No, there's going to be an aftermath to all of this. So if you go out and you defeat the Witness, you stop the big bad, and depending on how that all happened and what was the consequence of that, it's going to affect everything else that's also out there. And it's pretty, and so I'm interested in that a little bit, but like if they don't nail it, then you know that I'm done with it. I'm done with Destiny at that point. I'm here for the end game content, and I hope the end game content is really, really good. And if the episodes are good too, then yeah, I can continue with Bungie. But as far as episodes, it's a wait and see thing. But yeah, this looked trippy. You're running upside down in certain places, like the world is like flipped upside down in a way. Stuff is like freaky stuff is happening. It looks pretty good, and I know they're trying to keep things kind of close to the chest narratively. They're like, hey guys, we don't want to spoil things for you. I'm like, yeah, but give us a clue. Like, we know we're going into the Traveler, but like, give us something so that we know the story isn't gonna break. You know, we want another Witch Queen. We don't want another Lightfall. That's the best way I can describe it right now. That being said, I got all the oracles in Whisper. I feel really good about that. I just need to beat Whisper on Legendary one more time, and then I'm done with the whole thing, and I'll be out of here. We can't all be like Revan and fail that jump puzzle. I know he's typing "fuck you" right now. Yeah. So there we go. There's the Destiny stuff. Oh god. And to go from one side of a thing that Bungie makes to another thing that Bungie made, Let's talk about Halo.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, come on. You put this up there.
Somebody over at Game Rant does not understand Halo.
No, they don't.
I'm just gonna get that out of the way right now. And for those who have watched Halo Legends, this is going to sound oddly familiar. The Halo franchise has been one of the longest running first-person shooter series in the history of gaming, and this extensive history has featured many ideas from developers that have never made it past the conceptual stages. Originally beginning with Bungie as its developer, Halo was eventually taken over by 343 Industries. Since 343 Industries took over, there have been many suggested ideas for the Halo franchise. Although not every single idea gets put into a game, the developer has taken some big risks with Halo. Since Halo Infinite has drastically changed since its rocky launch back in 2021, 343 Industries...
Okay, let's stop right there. Yes, it had a rocky launch in 2021. You know why it had a rocky launch?
No co-op.
Multiplayer. They were all focusing too much on multiplayer and not enough on the actual single player. Guys, we get it. Halo's a lot of fun to play in multiplayer. Here's the thing, though. There's too much PvP and not enough PvE content in the gaming sphere anymore. Everybody's trying to hit the success of Fortnite. Stop it. You're not going to be the next Fortnite. It's just not going to happen. Stop it. Focus on making good quality storytelling and then have your PvP team come in. And that's not to say, here's the thing. It's the narrative for Halo Infinite was really good and I want more of it. You guys are fucking up too much by trying to milk money off of PvP. You need to be focusing on your PvE experience because Halo is well known for good PvE first and then good PvP later. We all come to Halo for Halo. We're not expecting it to be COD. We're not expecting it to be Fortnite. We're not expecting it to be Destiny. Nobody's coming from the PvP experience thinking amazing shit. For God's sakes, guys, your PvP for Halo is what created machinima because people were making fun of PvP stuff. We were just playing around, killing each other, talking shit, making jokes, and oops, red versus blue.
Hey, do you ever wonder why we're here?
You mean, why are we in this canyon?
No, man. Like, why are we here? Anyway.
Like, do we have a purpose? Or is there like a god and stuff with like a plan looking out for us? I don't know. But it keeps me up at night. No, I meant, why are we here in this canyon?
Oh, fuck! I
don't know. All that stuff about God. No, nothing. You want to talk about it? No. But seriously, why are we here? We're just boxed. We're just boxed in the middle of a canyon. The only reason we have a red base over here is because they have a blue base over there.
And the only reason they have a blue base over there is because we have a red base over here.
So now we're just two bases in the middle of a boxed-in canyon. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
But yes, Halo is that game that most people go for to play with friends. I mean, Halo was the original LAN party first-person shooter.
Yes, it was.
Like, I remember Halo and booze, man. Driving all the way to Indiana with my brother-in-law, older sister, and a bunch of our friends, and just staying up for 3 days straight with nothing but alcohol and Halo, and like 50 other people in the same room. We're all just
literally describing every going away party that we had in Camo at the time in the military. Like when I was in the army and like somebody from our company was going away, we'd go over to McAndrew's house. There was food, there was alcohol, and then we'd go outside and smoke, and then we'd just playing Halo or watching Red versus Blue, just hanging out, dude.
Speaking of Red versus Blue, I really need to buy the last season.
Yeah. The last season hasn't come out yet. There's one more. Also, speaking of Red versus Blue.
No, this last season that's going to be only available to purchase to watch.
Oh.
I want to watch it. Like, their farewell to Red versus Blue and Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, well, the other part is, speaking of Halo and Rooster Teeth, the 4 original founders actually
They
sat
played
down
Halo
and
for
played
the last
Halo for the
time.
last time on a shit setup where their screen was blacking out. They were like, "No, this is a perfect. This is 100% perfect." Yeah.
It's just like how they started.
Playing Halo 1 on original Xbox, but trying to convert it over for today's modern televisions. It just would not work. I'm like, bro,
Oh.
just pop in the Master Chief Collection and play that way, dude.
You know, I'm fairly certain it's the original Xbox and copy of the game that they played initially to film.
Yeah. And it works, dude. It still works. That's what's crazy about it. All right. Anyway, continuing on. Sorry.
It's okay. 343 Industries seems to be getting back in the good graces of many gamers, and the studio bringing a specific concept to life could be an incredibly fun game changer. Halo has become well known for its action-packed first-person shooting gameplay, but the franchise offers a lot of diversity in its combat as well. From manning warthogs to zooming around and blasting away Covenant enemies via Banshees, Halo also features a lot of great vehicles to bring combat to the next level. A natural progression of these manned vehicles would be mech suits, and 343 Industries has plenty of concept art detailing what a mech suit Master Chief could look like.
No!
stop you right
No!
Richie, Bubbles.
No.
Mr. Bubbles from
No.
Caboose's robot dog friend.
No.
So,
If you're talking about the Mantis, that's fine.
yes,
But
Mantis.
anything more than that,
And
anything more
Mr.
than
Bubbles.
that, no, anything more than that, and it's like, no, Freckles.
Freckles, yes, thank you, Freckles.
No, do not put him in a fucking mech suit. Stop this. Stop it. It's the reason we were okay with the Mantis was because it was another fucking vehicle.
So, we're going to touch more on that and other things after I'm done reading.
No.
There are various pieces of concept art depicting the franchise's main protagonist, Master Chief, in an intimidating decked-out mech suit, with one mech concept being given the name Monster Chief. Master Chief has gone through many changes since he was first introduced in 2001, but he has yet to be featured in full mech suit glory.
No.
Whether it's been during the development of Halo Wars 2 or Halo Infinite, there have been many great interpretations of this concept, and it's time for it to finally be made reality.
No!
With over 20 years of history, Master Chief has arguably become stagnant since his first introduction, Go Fuck Yourself, and giving the character a chance to cause some serious destruction with a mech suit could be given a growing jolt of energy.
Let's just stop. I'm done listening to this bullshit.
So, for those who have watched Halo Wars, this sounds oddly familiar. Even the concept art looks oddly familiar to the Yggdrasil Mark I prototype.
We are also not turning Spartan 117 into Spartan 13.
No.
Second. Okay? If you put him in a mech suit, all you're doing is further removing the human element from John. Stop it. This is literally somebody talking about, you know what would help? This rule of cool thing that I thought of. No, shut the fuck up. You don't understand Halo's story. You don't understand its characters. You don't understand anything the fuck about it. Every time I talk about Halo with someone who is a fan, what do we passionately talk about? We talk about how stupid it was that they canceled the Spartan Ops seasonal content in Halo 4 because that was good content. It was good fucking content. It was more story, and we like that. You know what Halo needs to focus on? More fucking story! Don't change Chief. Chief is good. Chief is fine. Here's my thing. When we started Halo Infinite, I didn't like where we were because we didn't have Cortana. Cortana was the bad guy. I didn't like that whole thing. And then through the playing of that and the weapon and realizing what the weapon was and seeing what Cortana kind of passed down and kind of a passing of the torch kind of thing, like, I like the weapon. And it's really funny. She gets to choose her own name now, and she hasn't done that yet. And I like our new pilot guy. Like, dude, there's so many characters. And here's the thing. When you actually play the campaign for Halo Infinite, And I'm gonna push on this. When we play the campaign for Halo Infinite, and god damn it, we're gonna play the campaign for Halo Infinite at some point. Like, I swear to God, we're gonna do it on Fat Dog. Twitch.tv/Fat Dog Studios. We will play Halo Infinite. We will play the Halo Infinite campaign, and just, it reminds me of like playing Halo 1 and 2 and 3, because you've got your Marine buddies that are talking all sorts of trash and stuff, and it's really funny. Even though, yeah, I kind of miss the old Covenant versus like the Banished or whatever, but like, I'm still having a lot of fun. It's fun to play. It takes me back. The gameplay and the story and everything for it were really good. Focus on the things that you're doing well and stop trying to fix the things you fucked up to begin with. If you're not good at the multiplayer, then stop over fixating on the fucking multiplayer. And stop... Just give us a really, really good game that's worth the price you're trying to upcharge us to nowadays.
The only issue I have with Halo Infinite's co-op campaign is you can only be 304 meters from your friends. It doesn't. Enemies don't spawn in until you're about 400 meters from them. Not giving the sniper rifles their moment to shine like we've been wanting. No other Halos, aside from Infinite, have given us the distance that makes these weapons.
They didn't put... You know what all the complaints were about? Not having co-op, not having, like, the things that needed to be in your main campaign that weren't in your main campaign because they were too busy fucking around with multiplayer. Leave multiplayer the fuck alone. Let Halo just be Halo. Stop trying to make it like fucking Fortnite. You're like, we have to grow and change. And like, no, you don't. No, you don't. We like what you are. The fans will keep coming back to what you are. Dude, we still play Reach.
Dude, Reach is a beautiful
We still
game.
play the multiplayer for Reach. We still play Firefight. We still play the multiplayer for, like, the Master Chief Collection. These things are good. Please stop ruining it. Please stop fucking it up.
Hell, what was it, a month and a half ago? There was 4 of us playing fucking Firefight on Halo. Like, what was it, Heroic? And we just went for like 2.5 hours straight.
We couldn't actually lose. It was so sad.
We never won.
For Fan Friday. For the entirety of Fan Friday. And trust me, we were waiting for people to jump in that wanted to play so that we could swap over. But no. No. Man.
Like, oh.
Now, I will say this.
Beauty of Halo.
I will say this. When the OGs from Bungie come back to working on Halo and they talk about stuff like they look at Helldivers 2 and they're like, this is what we wanted to do with ODST originally. You're like, fuck, that would have been so fun.
It would have.
Yeah.
But
the different factions of Covenant, and you're landing on different parts of the Earth or different areas in space.
ODST's story was still compelling and really well written.
ODST is really good. Dude, Buck is such a good character. Like, what the fuck is 343? Guys, here's the problem with 343 and their properties that are out there. It's when you fuck around with the story, you start to find out. Case in point, the Halo TV series. You fucked around with the story, and people found out real quick that
Halo 5.
They didn't like. Well, Halo 5 at least had a coherent story.
It had a coherent story, but I'm sorry.
The best description.
A normal human in toned down Mjolnir armor fighting a Spartan 2 in hand-to-hand combat should not have gone that way.
No,
Spartan 2 should have just completely wrecked him.
Well, here's the other thing. I think the absolute story and narrative of what they were pushing was summed up in Halo 4, and they did it perfectly. When Cortana is looking at the sunset and describing the sun and saying that she understands that's a fake sun, and she could tell you about 120 different reasons why she knows that sun is like not real and everything, but she'll never be able to feel it and all this other stuff. Meanwhile, John's over there getting ready, and she looks over. When this is over, please tell me you're going to figure out which one of us is the machine. And I'm like, that's so good. That's literally the core of it. And like having Cortana be gone as a send-off, that was a beautiful send-off. Like
It
a
was a
beautiful
beautiful
send
and
off.
very emotional send off. Yeah.
Yeah, and it worked. Halo 4, despite its issues and stuff, the story was fucking phenomenal.
And one at the end, when Cortana had her send off, it was the end of an era.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I will say 4 and 6 were done very well. 5, and I'm not going to give the guy that did, like, I like the concept behind 5 of having 2 teams. It's just, in the beginning, there's conflict. Okay, cool. Do we resolve our conflict midway through? Yes, we do. All right, so what are we trying to do? We're trying to link up to solve the problem together. But the problem is, shit keeps getting in our way, and so we can't link up until the end to try and possibly solve the problem. Oh no, we weren't able to solve the problem. That's still compelling narrative for a game in Halo 5. The problem is they didn't follow that formula. They kept trying to do this antagonistic shit the entire way, and I'm like, stop it. Stop it. That's not a good selling point.
no, it's not.
So my point is, ladies and gentlemen, the story is not the thing that necessarily needs to be fixed within Halo Infinite, and you don't have to do something. You don't have to go drastic, like we need to put a chief in a mech suit. Shut the fuck up. Focus on the things that work. Don't fix what ain't broke. And this is why game reporters are not designers, because they have stupid ideas that should not be listened to. Fuck this person. I'm sure they're a wonderful person, a nice human being, but fuck this idea that this person had specifically. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Go back to your COD and whatever other stupid. You probably play a shit ton of Stardew Valley. Go back to that.
Hey, dude, I love Stardew Valley.
I'm just saying, Stardew Valley should not talk about Halo. Is all I'm saying. You know, they're two completely separate IPs.
Yes.
All right. Now, getting the next set. All right, we've moved out of the gaming news and we're into the anime news now. Oh God, it's 3:48. Oh no.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. We have so much this week.
Okay, this one's gonna be pretty short. Kyosu City uses late Akira Toriyama's design for the 20th anniversary logo. The anime and manga world was, of course, stricken by the sad news of losing Akira Toriyama recently. Blah, blah, blah. His works influenced. The official Twitter account for Kyosu City announced the new logo on January 23rd with Mayor Sumio Nagata presenting the new logo. The tweet also notes the design was made by Toriyama himself. The late Toriyama's fun design captures the rounder strokes he used in his later works. Unfortunately, the tweet and Kyosu City homepage do not list who the samurai in the logo is. However, considering the history of the city, we can extrapolate the figure as potentially Oda Nobunaga. After the joyous news for the city, the world was hit with the sad news of Toriyama's passing. The city's Twitter account posted words of condolence, and Mayor Nagata posted an official message on the city's homepage. We would like to express our deepest condolences upon hearing of the passing of Akira Toriyama Sensei. Toriyama Sensei had just created a special 20th anniversary logo for the city. We would like to express our deepest respect for his achievements and pray he rest in peace. So, guys, at least one more work still exists, even if it's something just as like cute as like a city's mascot. It's there. Okay. Haikyu, Battle of the Garbage Dump. Because I'm not calling it the English one. Movie. Crunchyroll started streaming the English subtitled trailer for Haikyu. Finally, it has subtitles. The first film in the two-part Haikyu final sequence film project on Wednesday. All right, so it is, if you don't know, it's Karasuno versus Nekoma. And if you don't know anything about Haikyu, go educate yourself. It's up on Crunchyroll. Please watch it. It's really good. I don't care if you like sports anime or don't like sports anime. Please go check this one out. It's worth it. The film will screen in North American theaters on May 31st. So we got just a little over a month to go. It will screen with English subtitles and an English dub. I know that High Dive dubs it, but yeah, that's about all I know. I know it's also available on High Dive and Crunchyroll, from my understanding. I'm looking forward to this. I've already seen the trailer a few times, so I'm gonna not give my thoughts on this one. I'm gonna leave it to you, Fenris, because you know nothing about Haikyu, so that actually works. What'd you think?
Oh, first of all, I was surprised it's a volleyball show.
Aha!
Really surprised it's a volleyball show.
You don't need to know anything about volleyball going in.
Sadly, I know quite a lot about volleyball because my aunt is a coach out in Hawaii for it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So you know what a setter and a libero and all
yes,
that is. Yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah.
They
explain all that in this season, in the
okay,
first season too.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, it literally teaches people who have no concept of volleyball.
Oh,
So.
kind of like how Cells at Work taught people about biology.
Yeah, in a fun and interesting way.
I learned more about biology from that show than I did in 3 years of high school.
Yeah, there you go, man. Then you got Cells at Work Black, which teaches you even more.
Code Black was ooh.
Yeah, it was. All right.
But back to Haikyu.
Back to volleyball.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to feel about this because I have no idea what's happening.
No concept, no frame of reference. That's great.
No frame of reference. So,
guys, this is beautiful. We're gonna get him into Haikyu, and then once we do, he's probably gonna abridge it.
First of all, that sounds like a Patreon thing. Second of all, fuck you. I'm already writing various things.
Now one more.
I have enough on my plate.
Now one more.
Between work, my career as a voice actor,
now one more.
all the stuff I do for Fat Dog,
now
and a bunch of other shit.
Now one more.
One
more.
It does look interesting.
Yeah.
I kind of want to watch it, but at the same time, I want to go back and watch everything else to get an idea of what's happening.
Do that. It's so good.
And I will agree the English name is horrible. My first thought was Haikyu, the dumpster fire.
Okay, because, all right, Karasuno are crows. Nekoma, cats. Cats versus crows. It's the battle of the garbage dump.
Okay, so, hold on a second. Jared? Beach Haikyu?
Beach Haikyu?
Do they have a beach episode?
No, not yet.
Binge.
Okay. Binge Haikyu. Okay, so here's my thing. When you start talking about beach volleyball and Haikyu, the anime has not gotten there yet.
Yes, okay.
There is beach volleyball that exists in Haikyu, but it's a manga only thing. If you want to just read all of Haikyu, it's completely done and has been for over 5 years. It's finished. You can read it on Viz's Shonen Jump website. Not sponsored, by the way, but hey, if you go there, let them know we sent you however you can. Yeah. Anyway, that being said, glad that this seemed interesting to you. All right, fucking hell. Shueisha runs AI translated global manga community site for 1 month only. Okay, so this is a test case. There is no doubt manga's popularity has grown over the past several decades. With that growth have come fandoms around the world. While online forums exist for these fandoms to interact, fans have had to create their little islands due to the language barrier. However, Japanese manga publisher Shueisha is trying to build a bridge between those metaphorical islands with this new service, Manga Plus Universe by Shueisha. The official Twitter account for Manga Plus Universe by Shueisha X announced the news on April 12th in celebration of Manga Plus's 5th year anniversary. The site hosts 15 Shueisha manga titles and forums for fans around the world to discuss their works. The titles include Chainsaw Man, Spy Family, Kaiju Number 8, Blooming Love, and Oshinoko, among others. It's a service for Manga Plus that allows manga fans to discuss, lament, and gush about 15 titles on the platform. However, the big question is how fans will read each other's comments if they do not understand the language. According to the site, the comments are machine translated. There is auto translation into 9 languages. The translated languages include English, French, Indonesian, Japanese, Portuguese, Russian, Thai, and Vietnamese. The English and Japanese translations are what you may expect from many machine translation services. In other words, the translations are accurate, though literal and a bit stilted. It's natural that the French, Indonesian, Portuguese, Russian, Thai, or Vietnamese translations would follow suit. Fans are interacting with each other despite the translation shortcomings. Okay, this is much better than what I initially thought it was going to be. This is making it where fans can communicate with each other, and it's a test trial period to work out the kinks, which is much better than what I thought they were doing, which was using AI to translate their manga. That's where I thought this was going. But using it to let fans interact with each other in different languages, yes!
Much needed.
Yeah, okay. So can we just, all right, can we just name the AI Babel? I want it to fall. Anyway.
No, knowing them, and if enough people, Revan, start this, please. Petition them, they might name it Menu-sama.
No! How dare you? Fuck you. Read the next story. It's all your fault. The next 2 are all you.
Crunchyroll announced that it has begun streaming the television anime for Level 5's Megaton Musashi multimedia project on Thursday. Episodes from the first season will stream weekly on Thursdays at 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The anime's first season premiered on Tokyo MX and BS Fuji in October 2021 and aired its final episode in December 2021. The anime's second season premiered in October 2022 on Tokyo MX. The second season is a continuation of the first season's special edition, which featured new cuts and premiered in July 2022. Level 5 founder and president Akihiro Hino was credited as the anime's chief director and original creator, and also wrote and supervised the anime scripts. Shigeharu Takahashi directed the anime at OLM. Takuzo Nogano was credited for original character designs, and Yuji Ikeda designed those characters for animation. Toshihiko Kiriaki was credited for art concepts. Kenichiro Saigo composed the music. Ryo Tanaka was the audio director. The project includes a television anime game collaboration with Shueisha's Weekly Shonen Jump magazine, Toys by Bandai, and an internet spin-off titled After School. Level 5 announced the project in 2016, initially was with a planned start time of summer 2017. Thank you, Revan. Thank you for already being on it. The story takes place after 90% of humanity. The story takes place after 90% of humanity was wiped out due to an invasion. Survivors live in a shelter where their lives are monitored and memories of the invasion erased. 3 teenagers from the shelter are chosen to pilot 3 machines that combine to form the Musashi robot, made out of a material named Megatronium alloy. The series balances robot action with school life. Each different medium, game, anime, or other, tells the story from the point of view of a different set of characters. Level 5's Megaton Musashi Wired game launched on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC via Steam worldwide on Thursday. Update: Crunchyroll reached out to ANN to confirm the series will stream on Thursdays, not Wednesdays. This sounds a lot like Aquarian. Just saying.
Does it now?
Totally does, yes.
I was watching a cake get made. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was watching the first of the 3 videos, like what you were talking about.
Halo?
No,
because you were passionate about Halo. Yeah.
Yes. It was while you were talking about Destiny 2, I was watching the
I see.
Because god damn, that looks delicious. Juni Ono's Gundam F91 prequel manga ends. Manga launched in 2020 centers on Crossbone Vanguard 1 year before Gundam F91 film. Yes, the Crossbone Gundam. I have way too many models. The June issue of Kadokawa's Gundam Ace magazine published the final chapter of Junji Ono's Mobile Suit Gundam F91 prequel manga on Thursday. The manga is set in Universal Century 0122, just prior to Mobile Suit Gundam F91 film, and centers on the Crossbone Vanguard mutant. The manga partially depicts events shown in Yoshiyuki Tomino's Mobile Suit Gundam F91 Crossbone Vanguard novel. Ono launched the manga in Gundam Ace in January 2020. Kadokawa published the manga's fifth compiled book volume in August 2023. Mobile Suit Gundam F90 manga ran from 1990 to 1991 and had one compiled volume. The manga was similarly a prequel to Mobile Suit Gundam F91 anime film. Kiyoshi Emanoya, Nobushi Ino, and Seijun Kim launched the Mobile Suit Gundam F90FF Fastest Formula manga in the Gundam Ace in June 2019 and ended it on March 26th. The manga's 11th and final compiled book volume also shipped on the same day. You say that, Jared. You say that. But I have all of that to build. Speaking of which, swing by Fat Dog Studios Twitch channel every other Saturday for the Gunpla streams, where myself and Royce will be building Gunpla.
And on the opposite Saturdays, come by anyway, because it looks like we're going to be starting up the roundtable, the Writers Roundtable streams.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We're trying to get more content up on the Twitch channel to make people show up. Oh, that's right. I think I'm doing a thing this Tuesday, too. Yeah.
And Rick, where you sign, talk to Revan. He'll find out. He'll know for sure.
How fucking dare you?
Next two, by the looks of it, are yours.
All right, on to the next set. We've got, oh God, 1, 2. So another set of 5, right?
We are down to the last 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 topics.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got another set of 5 and then finally a set of 2. All right. I can't wait to talk about these set of 2. That's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk really quickly about, okay, I can get rid of that and I can get rid of that because you've talked about those. I've only been here once, but Otakon is going to host Flow as part of the rock band's world tour. If you have not checked out Flow, if you're not familiar with who they are, see, I'm old school, so if you say Flow, the thing that pops into my head immediately is, we are fighting dreamers. Yeah, that immediately, I realize the screaming pain, hearing loud in my brain. So it's Naruto stuff that pops into my head for Flow. But they've got a bunch of really, really good hits out there. Highly suggest you checking them out. Please, please do. If you're in or around the DC area, that's where Otakon will be. The staff of Otakon convention announced on Friday that the rock band Flow will perform at this year's event on August 2nd. The concert will be part of Flow's first live continent tour, or first 5-continent tour. Flow World Tour Anime Shibari 2024 to 2025. The concert, as well as the entire tour, will feature only songs that Flow have performed for anime. The tour's visual features the band members as anime characters. Here are the tour dates. They will be in Sydney, Australia on July 20th at the Star Events Center. Portland, Oregon at the Roseland Theater. Yay! Somewhere that is not LA or New York City! San Jose, California at the San Jose Civic Center, July 25th. Anaheim, California, the Grove. Oh, sorry. That will be July 23rd at the Roseland Theater in Portland, by the way. Denver, Colorado at the Paramount on July 28th. Chicago, Illinois, Auditorium Theater, July 30th. Washington, D.C. at Otakon at the Walter E. Washington Convention Center, August 2nd. New York City, the Hammerstein Ballroom, August 4th. Boston, Massachusetts at the Wang Theater, August 6th. Montreal, Canada at Club Soda, August 7th. Toronto, Canada, the Phoenix Concert Theater.
On August 9th.
Uh-huh. There we go.
Michigan at Fisher Theater on August 10th.
Just because I sneeze doesn't mean I need you to read for me. I can do it.
Fill in.
No. Kansas City, Kansas, Uptown Theater. Uptown Theater. Uptown Theater. All right. Anyway. On August 13th. San Antonio, Texas, the Esprit on August 15th. Austin, Texas, ALC Live, August 16th. And Dallas, Texas, the Bomb Factory, August 17th.
Fuck, that means I have to fly down to San Antonio. That's my birthday.
Oh. The band will announce more dates in the future. Flow consists of vocalist Koshi and Keigo, guitarist Take, bassist Goats, and drummer Iwasaki. If you want more details about this, of course, if you want to know more stuff that they've worked on, what anime they have done songs for, you can, of course, check it out in the description down below.
Also,
also, we've got way too many stories still left to do.
I just want to touch on something with Flo real quick. Every concert I've watched online always starts with Lelouch.
I'm literally trying to speed run the rest of this so we can get done and I can have time in between. Like, no, fuck you. I only have 2 hours now. The clock has begun. I have 2 hours into our next thing.
Stream too.
Yeah, but I'm the one that has to set it up.
Okay, let's speed run that.
Yeah. Okay, a journey through another world raising kids while adventuring is getting an anime, and it dropped its second promo. At first, I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I saw the trailer, and I read the concept, and I was like, okay, this is kind of fun. All right, guy gets isekai'd, ends up with 2 kids, taking care of those kids while also adventuring. But it turns out his kids are like crazy powerful and do all these crazy martial arts. I'm like, you know what? It seems like dumb isekai trash, but it also seems fun. This is a popcorn watch. I'm going for it. Thoughts?
It's also a father or a pseudo father trying to raise kids.
Also, 100% on that.
Yet.
We need that in isekai. We've had hot mom. We need hot dad.
Yes. You know Amanda's going to be all over it.
All right. Next. This one's yours.
Fans of Dragon Ball Super have been in mourning since the sudden passing of series creator Akira Toriyama, and since then, the manga's future has been in doubt. While it originally appeared to continue on schedule, the series was soon placed on an indefinite hiatus as the manga V-Jump decided on its future with no sign if it would return. Now, a statement from the original Dragon Ball website has seemingly confirmed the series will be returning eventually, although there is still no window as to exactly when fans can expect the next series and the next saga of the hit manga to begin. So, long story short, they have confirmed Dragon Ball Super will be coming back eventually. We just don't know when yet. So, yay for that. Next up, Aruref from Commonplace to World's Strongest Season 3 streams first promo video. So, the third season for Aruref from Commonplace to World's Strongest.
Oh, wow, we jumped to that already.
Yeah.
I just went to grab a cookie, and you already done with talking about... Hey, guys, Dragon Ball Super's coming back. How do you feel about that? Let us know in the comments. How do you feel about that?
That's basically what happened.
How do you feel about that?
I'm happy it's coming back.
I'm not. I didn't like Dragon Ball Super. They should have just stuck with the movies.
A conclusion, damn it.
They should have just stuck with the movies. All right. Once again, we're back in familiar territory where I've read the series and you haven't.
Untrue.
You've read all 13 volumes of Aruref?
Not all 13.
Ha-ha!
But 1 through 7 right now. I'm waiting on 8 through 13 to arrive in the mail.
So once again, we're back in familiar territory.
You have read. You're caught up on that, but I am working
Caught
on
up.
catching up.
It's done. I finished it.
I am working on getting there, okay? I'm waiting on the other ones to arrive in the mail.
I'm not caught up. It's over. I finished it. Get good.
But season 3 is coming. I am really looking forward to it. Because
They released the first promo. They released the first promo. I can't wait. I'm happy for it.
I really enjoyed the first 7 light novels.
It was really good.
So good.
I will say this: if you watch the anime, whether you liked it or didn't like it, get the light novels. The light novels are way better.
Way better. They cut
Especially with season 1.
So much.
Especially with season 1, the fact that they cut so much in season 1.
So, season 1, if they followed the light novels, could have been the entirety of volumes 1 and 2.
Yeah. They should have taken their time.
1, 2, and I think 3, all in season 1.
There's so much time that Nagumo goes on is by himself in that cavern. They make it seem like a week passed. Dude was in there for almost a year by himself.
And then he met Yui.
And all that stuff happened. Like, we could have still got to the rabbit village, like the Rabbitsu people, and turned them into like the fucking drill sergeant obsessed culture they eventually became. Thanks very much, Nagumo. But, like, that could have been the end of season 1, and it would have been fine. That's great.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah. No, I am saying, one of my favorite things was literally, I loved, because I knew it was coming, in season 2, where what's his name turned on everybody, and he was like, I'm taking this girl with me, blah, blah, blah. And then the girl's like, no, I was the bad bitch all along, and she's like lording it over. Then Nagumo shows up and just one-shots both of them. And it's like, you can't do shit. He was like, I have the power of God on my side. He was like, but I don't give a fuck about your God.
Motherfucker, I have the power of science. Click. Satellite beam.
Like, the craziest part is he's like, dude, I literally just beat up one of God's apostles. And you think you can talk shit to me? Fuck you.
My favorite part of the second season was when he pulled out the Gatling gun and all of his schoolmates hit the deck instantly. They knew what was about to happen.
Somebody fucked around and they found out.
Oh, somebody fucked around instantly and they found out the hard way.
This series is how you do revenge. This is 100% a revenge story. In a way. But it's the ultimate form of revenge because Nagumo's revenge is finding happiness. Yeah. And he's like, oh, everybody that was all those people that were talking shit in season 1 or looking down on me and like not actually caring. Guess what? I'ma steal your girl. I'll let me walk in like Mr. Steal Your Girl. And god damn it, he does. It's so good.
And they can only blame themselves because of the shit they did to him.
Dude, my favorite is the hero dude. I can't wait for season 3. What this guy has coming for him is going to be so fun. I can't wait to see the anime. It's good. All right. So we've gushed about that. If you haven't watched Arifureta, please do yourself the favor. Watch Arifureta. All right, buddy. Yoasobi has added 2 new areas and they're not near you. How do you feel about that?
Sad.
Yeah. The duo adds New York City and Boston stops to their U.S. summer tour. They need more. The summer tour will begin in Chicago, which, hey, Chicago, that's good.
Yeah.
From August 1st to the 4th. You could go there.
I wish I could go back to Illinois.
Are you banned from the state? We'll talk about that later. Because I'm very much like, what did you do? But now, not sure I want the answer. Yoasobi announced on Twitter on Monday that the J-pop group will add New York City and Boston stops to their U.S. tour. Which, guys, this also gives hope that they may add some more as well to the rest of The tour dates and locations include Radio City Music Hall at New York City. Oh, that's a big fucking venue. Radio City Music Hall? That's huge.
Yeah.
MGM Musical Hall in Fenway at Boston. At Fenway at Boston? Jesus Christ!
Mm-hmm.
These are big places. Crunchyroll pre-sale tickets began on April 25th, while general public sales open on April 26th. The group will perform at Lollapalooza in Chicago, Illinois from August 1st through the 4th. The duo held concerts at the Shrine Auditorium and Expo Hall in Los Angeles on April 18th, the Warfield in San Francisco. They also recently performed at Coachella on April 12th and 19th. Whew.
Yeah, they're lots of big places.
Big places. It's nice to see them doing so well. Like, it's good to have... Oh, no. Well, we got some sad news from Lady Chan. But we'll deal with that when we come to it. It's not stuff I could talk about right now.
Fair enough.
All right. Last, let's talk about our last two stories.
You wanted to talk about this next one.
Oh, no. I said our last two stories. So, now I said there's news. I said about a trend that's going around about a certain tall chicken running around telling anime characters how they done effed around and found out. Okay, one of the more memorable Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies characters is Foghorn Leghorn. The often bombastic prankster and sometimes mentor is known for his rivalry with Barnyard Dog and generally causing some trouble on the farm he lives on. But what would happen if Foghorn were to interact with someone outside his farm? There haven't been many instances of cartoons, most well-known probably being the Space Jam movies. Instances in the cartoon, until he became a viral meme star recently. And on April 24th, the current voice actor of Foghorn, Eric Balza, joined the fray by posting 3 videos of Foghorn Leghorn interacting with some anime characters. Those characters, of course, being Vegeta, Frieren, and Goku. And it's just great. Boy, I say boy, your final flash ain't nothing more than a flash in the pan, boy. You missed it. Flew right over me. You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with a blast like that, boy. No wonder you called us saying. All talk and nothing else. Now pay attention when I'm talking to you. I love that. The Freeman one is precious. I say, young lady, life is precious thing. A human's got a lifespan of a dang mayfly compared to the vast ocean you got. I say you gotta enjoy the little things in life. It's not too late for a great mage like you to say you gotta cherish the time you got. I'm reading these because I can't play them. That's the only thing. I can't play them.
I'm listening to them. It is so satisfying.
It is. Boy, I understand you've been enjoying this fight, but this ain't no game, boy. That no good fella Frieza just killed your best friend. Now it's time to quit playing around and show that dirty villain what happens to folks who take life for granted. I love that he did this because these are people that just are posting this stuff and he's just like, yeah, I can do that. And he reads it as Foghorn Leghorn. It's great. Then he's got one for Nagatoro, or somebody did one for Nagatoro and said, and then the reply can we please make it a trend to have Foghorn Leghorn ramble to random anime characters, please? So ex-user Nichiban revived the Foghorn meme this week with a repost of user NF Street 4's post of Foghorn and Don't Toy With Me Nagatoro's characters crossing paths. Twitter user Januki quoted in response and added, "Can we please make it a trend to have Foghorn ramble to random anime characters, please?" And so the trend began. This is what the internet is for: general tomfoolery and skullduggery. And I am for it. More of this, please. Yes.
So,
and before you ask, no, it is not chocolate chip. No.
Is it the devil's cookie?
No, it's not that either. This is Southern Butter Pecan.
That sounds good.
Mm-hmm. All right. Guys, as we stated in the title, we are saving the best for last. And yes, I already got permission to stream this when it comes out.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. I asked Tony immediately. I sent him this. I go, "You don't mind if I stream this, right?" And he goes, "Do it." Yeah. Oh, so that time I got reincarnated as a slime series gets action RPG for consoles and PC. Oh, yeah. Finally! And this is all brand new story, apparently, too.
Brand new story from Fuse.
Some brand new story, but also you're going to be doing from scratch the story of slime as well. Bandai Namco announced on Thursday that Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime series is getting an action role-playing game titled That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime Isekai Chronicles for, drumroll please, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC via Steam. That's 7 platforms. Holy shit. The company streamed a trailer. I watched the trailer. It looked good. It looked good.
It does, yes.
Yeah. It looks how I would expect from like a cell animated game to look like. Something like your Naruto Storm kind of stuff. Like it looks in the vein of that. And it's good. The game will feature 2 new stories from the original light novel author Fuse, Goblin's Revenge arc and Religious Nation arc. The story will also be the original story will also be included. The game will have battles and city building for the Juris Tempest Federation. Yeah,
I'm
baby!
so looking forward to city building.
I am too. Characters include Rimuru, Benimaru, Shion, Ranga, Shuna, Gobta, Soe, Hakuro, and Diablo. Rimuru can learn special moves from other characters by maxing out relationships with them. Players can strengthen characters through Tempest resonance by developing their city. The 3rd season of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime is premiering right now. And yeah, the dub has also just begun. Guys, this is so cool.
So looking forward to it.
I am super happy with this. I would be honest, guys. Slime was the reason I got a Funimation account again. Be 100% with you. Yeah, it was good. So I'm going to play this. If you would like more information about this, we included this because the first link shows the trailer, and the second link is literally to the Bandai Namco page.
The Bandai Namco page finally fixed the trailer on there.
Did they?
Also play from there too.
Also, okay, so I need to tell you guys really quickly, so just sharing some nerdy news with everybody real quick. I announced this on the show yesterday. Cat Puff, our voice of Rimuru, is having life stuff happen, and so we have to recast her for season 2 of Slimer Bridge, sadly. But one of the cool things was we were talking about plushies and stuff, and she goes, "My son would be happy to accept plushies as much as me. He stole my Rimuru and uses it as a pillow." Literally, the Rimuru plush you see behind me, her 2-year-old stole that and uses it as a pillow now. Training them right. Training them right.
So adorable.
I go, you're doing the nerd community proud, and I have the Anya turning around and saluting. Yep. All right. But yeah, that was adorable, and I am sending her that information. I go, we must get you streaming this when it comes out. If we have 2 Rimurus at that time, they are both playing together. We're going to have the 2 Rimurus play. Because she does still stream. I know she's probably working and stuff, but yeah. All right, guys. That's it. That's basically everything for today. But if you go to the Bandai Namco site, you will see all the different stuff in there. You'll see what everybody looks like, the town building mechanics, all those things. Really looking forward to it. This looks like fun. I can't wait.
It really does.
You need this now? Well, you're going to have to wait until August, my guy. That being said, thank you all so much. We will see you in an hour and a half. Over on our Twitch channel. Please come by. Support us. We're going to be checking out, we're going to be reading and acting to Solo Leveling. We're still on book 3. So if you want to come check that out, please do. All right. That's it for us. We'll see you next time. This is Anime Church. I'm Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
And I'm Fenrir Saturn, your patron saint of snackos and alcohol.
Which is now currently on my floor. All right. Sad. All right. Later, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.